All right, Mr. Biddle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. Um,
Good to hear.
Camp recently reached out and expressed a desire to find a new supplier for more durable equipment for help setting up events and carrying out processes on like throughout programs in the camp. So I just thought maybe I could ask you a few questions if that's all right with you. Try to get a feel of what you're looking for and how we can
Yeah,
help.
that'd be great.
Good. So, what type of utility carts are you guys currently using around the camp?
Currently, we do not use utility carts. So how it's set up is each room, like each floor has a closet that's right there in the floor. And then most of the time, if you have to do something that's not actually in the dorms, you have to carry all the stuff out and take it where you need to take it.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's not very good as you'd
Yeah,
expect.
yeah, I can imagine that being not so efficient then. So how often do you guys need to transport supplies, gear, or food around the
Well,
facility?
every time anybody's there, every time I work, I have to.
Yeah, so it's a very prominent need.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how would your staff and other volunteers feel about including or incorporating the use of these carts for transporting equipment?
Oh, it would help a ton, not only with um kind of making everything be more of a streamlined process, but just overall just saving time for everyone and a whole lot of effort. Because sometimes it's just you're moving like things like just bottles of cleaning supplies or towels, but other times it's a lot like sometimes you're moving mop buckets and full of water. Those can get pretty heavy, other stuff like that. So yeah, it would definitely be helpful.
Okay. Not to assume, but I think it's safe to say that you guys aren't very satisfied with the current like efficiency of how
No.
things are being
I,
carried out.
No, I mean it's definitely not horrible just being that we have it so close, but a lot of times there's a lot more room. There's a lot more of room for more efficiency.
Okay. Do you mind if I take notes during this meeting?
No, that's fine.
Thank you. So how important is time efficiency when setting up for activities and moving supplies around?
Um, it's super important. Everything is you have a set schedule that you have to stick to, and sometimes things come up and you're gonna get off that schedule. But so it's good to have everything. If you can have everything as efficient as possible, it takes away a lot of the kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It takes away having to like be super stressed out and doing everything on a times crunch when a lot of times you don't have time to do those things.
And how many staff members are there that have that responsibility? About all of you guys, or
Um,
maybe half, or
mo Most of us, some of the more higher up people don't really do that stuff, but I'd say there's probably 7 or 8 of us who work there.
right? Okay. So a good few, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So what now just imagine what if your team could hypothetically reduce your setup time for events by about 30% with
Um,
having a
that
car.
would that'd be a huge game changer. I
Okay.
mean, that would definitely help a lot.
Do you think a cart up to our grade would be able to withstand the rugged terrain around the property?
Yeah, I'd say it would. Overall, most things there are paved a lot, so it's really not super terrible. I'd say
Okay,
that it would be excellent.
good to hear. Because our carts would be capable of traversing both like indoor, like flat, smooth surfaces, as well as uh, rugged, uneven surfaces with a lot of
That's well, that's
ice
good to
and snow.
know because sometimes it does get a little rough.
Um, would uh would it be useful to you guys if these carts had built-in storage compartments on the sides and like foldable sides to be able to like fold out and make a table almost?
Definitely, definitely. More
Almost like shelves.
specifically, the side storage would be super helpful to make it a whole lot easier when you're transporting things and moving them all around. Yeah,
Okay,
that would definitely be helpful.
okay, great to hear. Um, Now, if this cart was able to save your team about 10 to 15 minutes per like transport run, how many hours could you imagine that saving you guys over the course of a whole summer?
Gosh. I couldn't eat. You could. There's no way to tell.
Countless.
It would save so much time that it'd be so helpful.
Yeah, any kind of help is good help. Um, Now, how would more efficient like equipment traversal affect your volunteer satisfaction and your and like the satisfaction, excuse me, the satisfaction of both your team and the kids that come in?
Yeah. It would make it just where there's a lot more, like everything would be a whole lot better for everybody there, everybody working there. But it would more specifically help the employees a lot just because they're they're volunteering their time, they're putting in their effort, and for them to know that they're like they have good things that they're working with. Not only that, and it would just make everything so much easier for them, not having to move things around and do that kind of stuff.
Now, do you think this kind of upgrade in equipment or efficiency would allow you guys to drastically reduce like maintenance and like replacement costs and like over long term?
Um, yeah, it probably would. Just, I mean, I don't really know. I'm not exactly sure how.
Or
I
maybe
don't know
not
the answer to
maintenance
that question.
costs, but just like maintenance in general.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
would definitely do that. I don't know about cost just because it's all the same stuff,
Yeah,
but
gotcha.
yeah, it would that would definitely help with that.
Yeah. Do you think it would be helpful for us to maybe send you out a demo like unit for you guys to try out during a weekend or maybe even a week?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great. Give it a chance and see how much. I mean, it sounds like to me that it would be very helpful, but to actually use it would test it out and see how it works would be great.
And maybe one week we could come out and kind of do a like a walkthrough of the property to see how our cart could stand up to the tasks and
Yeah,
which
that
model
would
of
be
ours would be the best fit for you guys.
yeah, that would be great. That would be excellent.
Okay. Um, how would you like to connect? Would you like me to connect you with our facilities directly and or like our operations lead for more technical questions? Would that be helpful?
Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, this moving forward, thank you for sitting down with me today to discuss the probability of us being your new equipment supplier, specifically for carts. When do you think we can maybe do a follow-up meeting, maybe after we do send you out that demo unit
Yeah, that'd be great. We could do the weekend after that,
weekend after?
whenever that would be. Yeah.
Okay, say if we were to get this unit out to you, let's say this coming Tuesday, right? So the 10th,
Yeah.
that
Then we
next.
could meet. Yeah, a meeting on the 14th would be great. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What time would work out for you for that?
Um, Probably any time in the afternoon would be good.
Anytime post 12, 1-ish?
Yeah. Yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Caleb. Uh,
Yeah, no problem.
Hopefully we can strengthen this relationship and partnership in the future
Yep.
and get your camp running a little smoothly.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you.